Patriots came into this matchup with a lot to prove after another week of sloppy football. But this time, the mistakes were too costly to overcome. Instead of capitalizing on a chance to get back on track, they fell short against a Steelers team that, on paper, shouldn't have been able to dominate them the way they did. It was one of those games that leave you shaking your head, because the talent is there, the schemes are there, but the execution just evaporates when it matters most. From the very first snap, you could see the Patriots struggling to find rhythm, turning over the ball in critical moments, and allowing the Steelers to take control of the momentum. 5 turnovers on one side of the ball is a recipe for disaster in any league, let alone the NFL, and it quickly became clear that this would be the defining story of the game. What's almost unbelievable, though, is that even with all those errors, the Patriots still had opportunities to tie things up late and still couldn't make it happen. It's a testament to the resilience of the team, but also a glaring warning sign that mistakes are multiplying in key areas, and if that doesn't get cleaned up, wins will be even harder to come by. Rondre Stevenson was one of the focal points of the missteps. 2 turnovers directly linked to him are just impossible to ignore. Add to that an interception, another mishandled opportunity involving Antonio Gibson, and the offense's rhythm was never allowed to develop. You can talk about youth, a new culture, and a roster in transition, but when the ball doesn't stick in your hands, talent doesn't matter. And this is where the Steelers benefited. They aren't the juggernaut they were last season. Their defense is adjusting to a new identity, and Aaron Rodgers is still settling in with the offense. Yet they didn't have to play a perfect game to capitalize because the Patriots kept handing them opportunities. On the other side of the ball, the Patriots' defense actually performed admirably, limiting Rodgers to under 140 passing yards and controlling the run to barely over 60. The numbers alone suggest that, given a clean offensive game, this could have been a winnable matchup. But the mistakes, turnovers, missed reads, and questionable decisions dominated the narrative. Personnel issues compounded the problems. With Pop Douglas sidelined and Stevenson struggling, Christian Ellis, a holdover from the previous season, couldn't make a positive impact. On key third downs, he was subbed out for Marte Mapu, raising questions about whether some of the veterans are being surpassed by younger, hungrier players. Kyle Duggar dropping to special teams, Jack Gibbons taking a larger role mid-game. These are signs that the coaching staff is testing the roster and reconsidering the hierarchy of contributors. On offense, while Hunter Henry led the way with 90 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns, the wide receiver group outside of him continued to underperform. No player reached 30 yards on a single reception, which is a glaring indicator that the passing game isn't creating explosive opportunities. The lack of involvement for top targets like Stephon Diggs also paints a concerning picture. He needs volume and consistent touches to justify his role, and when that doesn't happen, it raises questions about whether his recovery and return to form are fully complete. Adding insult to injury was a revenge performance by Dill Peppers, the safety cut right before the season began, who ended up playing against the Patriots and making a direct impact with a forced fumble and recovery. That moment encapsulated the frustration. A game that should have been an opportunity for redemption instead became another illustration of self-inflicted wounds. While some of the criticism is aimed at individual errors, it reflects larger systemic issues about ball security, situational awareness, and decision-making under pressure. Stevenson's fumble history is particularly troubling. 2 years ago, he was given a contract and positioned as a potential feature back capable of dominating the ground game. But his inability to protect the football last season, followed by another turnover in this game, has put him in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Coaching staff responses suggest a gradual shift toward other options, such as Tavon Henderson or Antonio Gibson, who might see increased touches if Stevenson continues to struggle. It's a delicate balancing act because Stevenson's talent is undeniable. But in a league that punishes mistakes this heavily, trust needs to be rebuilt carefully, and until that happens, the team will lean on more reliable hands in crucial moments. The struggles extend beyond the running game. Pop Douglas, expected to fill a significant role in the slot with potential to emulate Julian Edelman's impact, has seen minimal involvement and negative yardage in the early weeks. Offensive schemes often favor personnel sets that keep him on the sideline, waiting for three receiver sets to even touch the field. Even when given the opportunity, Douglas's instincts on critical plays, like the final fourth down of the game, can misfire. Instead of pushing forward to gain the yardage needed, he attempted to make defenders miss in a risky manner, ultimately failing and ending the game on a sour note. These moments are emblematic of why younger players and situational decisions will likely play a larger role moving forward. Coaches are signaling a willingness to pivot away from veterans who are underperforming, giving chances to those who can execute consistently and make fewer costly errors. Looking ahead to the matchup against the Panthers, the stakes are becoming clearer. This is no longer a game to experiment or ease into. With a potential losing streak looming, the Patriots need a clean, disciplined performance. Turnovers, penalties, and poor decision-making cannot be part of the equation. The Panthers are coming off a dominant performance against the Falcons, and their offense, led by Bryce Young and guided by Dave Canlease, is firing on all cylinders. Defensively, they are capable of forcing mistakes and capitalizing on any hesitation. For the Patriots, the path forward is simple in concept, but difficult in execution. Minimize errors, stay disciplined, play hard-nosed football, and trust the fundamentals. Spectacular plays are unnecessary if you can consistently make the winning play, maintain possession, and capitalize when opportunities arise. That mindset is what separates teams that reach the playoff from those that struggle to find rhythm week after week. If the Patriots can internalize these lessons from the Steelers game, correct the mistakes, and trust their more reliable personnel, they have a chance to reset and regain control of their season. Heading into the game against the Panthers, the Patriots are staring down a critical juncture in the season. After two consecutive setbacks, one could argue that the margin for error has all but vanished. Carolina isn't a team to be underestimated. They're coming off a dominant victory against the Falcons, a statement win that showed just how effective Bryce Young and that offensive scheme have become. Young is thriving under Dave Canlease, a coach known for unlocking quarterback potential, and the way he's reading defenses and making precise decisions is the kind of challenge the Patriots have to prepare for. On top of that, their running game is versatile and dangerous. Chuba Hubbard and T. McMillan have been explosive, creating consistent second-level gains and forcing defenders into mistakes. If the Patriots are going to compete, ball security and disciplined tackling become non-negotiable because Carolina will punish every lapse. The margin for mental errors is razor-thin, and unlike the Steelers game, these mistakes might not be recoverable. The offensive unit has to step up, and the focus will almost certainly be on minimizing turnovers while maximizing efficiency in the red zone. In recent weeks, the Patriots have struggled with critical decisions near the goal line, and the Carolina defense will test every option, every read. The running game, in particular, is under scrutiny. Rondre Stevenson's struggles have forced the coaching staff to reconsider who deserves the bulk of touches. Tavon Henderson has looked more reliable in limited opportunities, and Antonio Gibson can also provide a steady presence when the game demands sure-handed execution. The strategy will likely involve mixing personnel to create mismatches while ensuring the player handling the football is fully trusted to protect it. This may reduce the explosiveness of certain plays, but the overarching goal is control, possession, and efficiency, qualities that are far more valuable than a flashy but risky play in critical moments. At wide receiver, the conversation continues around involvement and production. Hunter Henry has been the consistent target, but aside from him, the group has yet to make a substantial impact. Pop Douglas's limited role and tendency to make questionable decisions in crucial scenarios means other options will need to carry more of the load. Stephon Diggs must be more integrated into the game plan. His skill set and experience make him the kind of player who can change a game's trajectory. Giving him meaningful touches will not only create scoring opportunities, but will also open up space for the rest of the offense. In contrast, the wide receiver core outside Diggs and Henry has to prove they can maintain focus, run precise routes, and create separation consistently. Without that contribution, the Patriots' offense risks becoming predictable, especially against a Panthers defense that is disciplined and aggressive in coverage. Defensively, the team has shown flashes of potential, but consistency remains the biggest challenge. The Steelers game highlighted what happens when the offense repeatedly gives the ball back. No matter how well the defense performs, fatigue and situational pressure eventually take their toll. Against Carolina, the Patriots will need to be opportunistic, forcing errors without overcommitting and balancing aggression with discipline. Tackling fundamentals, gap integrity, and situational awareness are all areas where even minor mistakes can be magnified. The secondary must remain alert, particularly with Young's ability to extend plays and manipulate coverage. Any lapse in focus could lead to big plays, which in a game of this magnitude could swing momentum irreversibly. Special teams and situational awareness will also play a decisive role. The Patriots can't afford penalties or blown assignments, particularly on pivotal downs or in field position battles. Every yard gained or lost in this context is magnified because it influences how aggressive the offense can be and how the defense positions itself. Mistakes in these phases have compounded the team's challenges in the past, and the coaching staff has clearly emphasized this as an area of concern. Execution in these moments will be just as crucial as skill and talent on the main roster. Leadership and mental toughness will also be under the microscope. Veteran players must demonstrate accountability and set the tone for younger teammates. Rondre Stevenson's history with turnovers is a cautionary tale, and it will require clear messaging from the coaching staff to rebuild trust. Players like Tavon Henderson or Antonio Gibson will need to rise to the occasion and showcase reliability in key moments. On the offensive line and in quarterback decision-making, precision and timing must be flawless because Carolina's defensive front has the athleticism to create chaos if given an opening. Communication, awareness, and execution in real time will determine whether the Patriots can control the line of scrimmage and sustain drives. From a strategic standpoint, balancing aggression with caution will define the Patriots' approach. The team must capitalize on opportunities without forcing high-risk plays, particularly near the red zone. Maintaining possession, controlling the clock, and minimizing mistakes will put pressure on Carolina to respond. In many ways, this is a chess match. Winning the turnover battle, avoiding penalties, and forcing the opponent into uncomfortable situations can outweigh flashy plays or individual heroics. Discipline and patience will be the key to sustaining momentum throughout 4 quarters. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In what could be the NFL's most talked about drama this week, whispers from the Kansas City Chiefs locker room have set social media ablaze. A source close to the team claims that a senior Chiefs coach didn't hold back his disdain for the Philadelphia Eagles during a recent press session, sparking outrage among Eagles fans. While the comments weren't officially broadcast, insiders say the sentiment quickly spread across Twitter, igniting heated debates over rivalry, respect, and competitive edge. The Chiefs have yet to respond, but the rumor mill suggests the tension could spill over onto the field in the coming weeks, making the matchup between these two powerhouses one to watch closely. Meanwhile, across the MLB, the buzz around Julio Rodriguez's arrival at the New York Yankees has left the American League in a state of shock. Sources suggest that the young phenom's presence is already reshaping clubhouse dynamics, with rival teams reportedly scrambling to adjust their lineups. Rodriguez, widely regarded as a generational talent, could become the centerpiece of a Yankees resurgence, and whispers of contract renegotiations, endorsements, and potential trades are swirling in the corridors of MLB stadiums from Boston to Los Angeles. Fans and pundits alike are keeping a close eye on the rookie's every move, fueling speculation that the league may never be the same. Adding another layer to the NFL chaos, rumors from Patriots headquarters reveal that offensive lineman Mike ONWENU has allegedly refused to partner with quarterback Drake May in practice drills. Sources say the unexpected move shocked the locker room, with teammates reportedly unsure how to navigate the tension. Some insiders speculate that this could reflect broader chemistry issues or hidden friction within the team, while others suggest it's a calculated tactic to assert dominance in the offensive line. Whatever the truth, the Patriots' internal dynamics appear to be shifting, and the rumor alone has already sparked endless debates among analysts and fans. With these three storylines, Chiefs-Eagles tension, Rodriguez-Yankees impact, and ONWENU's Patriots controversy, sports insiders are practically salivating. Each scenario promises fireworks, and while the truth behind the whispers remains murky, the excitement is undeniable. The next few weeks could redefine rivalries, shift locker room hierarchies, and set the stage for some of the most talked about moments in recent NFL and MLB history. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.